So in case you're wondering what 60 square foot of living space looks like, this is it. I'm a little over 6 foot tall. I'm laying on the bed back here. You see I got plenty of room. And there's another room, plenty of room on the bed beside me for someone else. With a window there. I got some blankets in that bag. And you can kind of see I got the door open to the cab, and it looks pretty spacious. So there's a little lounge seat there if you want to sit there. A lot of times we sit there while we're cooking, and while we're got a little toaster oven and a hot plate there. So while we're cooking, we sit there and read or whatever, and watch the stove. So yeah, and we've got the Mercedes Sprinter van with the high roof. So like I said, I'm about 6'1" tall, and I can actually stand straight up and still have about 1.5 to 2 inches above my head clearance. So real happy with that. I would never want to live in an RV where I couldn't stand straight up. So to me, it's pretty spacious actually. As you see, it's pretty spacious. Plenty of storage. Hey, it's just great. There's nothing like, you're tired wherever you are. You've been shopping all day. You want a nap before you go home, or you're at a friend's house and you just want a nap before you have a long drive home. You can just park where you are and come back here and have a nap, and then you refresh and you can drive. There's nothing like it. It's great. And so you get a little window beside me on this side also. And my Blue power system, you can see right here, is 50% charged. And if you go look up here, what this means is I've got not very much coming in right now because it's starting to get pretty dark outside, but there's about 20 watts per hour charge coming off the solar panel. And that's the only charge I'm getting right now. There's nothing coming off of shore power because I'm not plugged into a campground power system, or I'm not in a driveway plugged into a house, an outside outlet or anything like that. And what the power going out of the system is 14 watts, and that's just that's DC. No AC power being used right now. The DC power, the 14 watts, that's a combination of the ventilation fan I've got going on right now and the lights I have on in here. So the way it is right now, 16 watts coming in and 14 watts going out. That 50% charge would gradually, very slowly go up. Okay, so if you got more watts of power coming into your system than you do going out, then this value here, it's going to go up. It's going to go up eventually. Of course, this is almost sunset right now, so that's why we don't have many watts of power coming into the solar panel. If I've got 500 watts of solar panel on the roof, but these solar panels only run about 50% efficient at very best if it's a bright sunshiny day in the middle of the day and the sun's right over top of you. I may get 250 or 300 watts per hour of charge out of a 500 watt solar power system on top. So they're not 100% efficient. Now, if I'm driving and it's a nice sunny day in the middle of the day, because I have a charging system that's hooked up to my alternator of my vehicle, you may see as much as 400 watts per hour of charge coming in. which gives me about 4% per hour that you add on to what it's already charged. So, but we're not big power users, so that's fine. We've never been in danger of our Blue 80 power system running low on power. We're never. Little harder during the winter because the sun angle is not so straight up in the sky where we're staying right now. It's pretty low in the sky. Even midday, it's kind of a low angle. It's not directly overhead of you, so it's harder to keep it charged in the winter by solar power than it is in the summer, where the sun angle is better for charging more directly overhead. So that's it. But I just wanted to show you, hey, 60 square feet. I'm telling you, that is tiny. That's a tiny house. By any stretch of the imagination, that's a tiny house. You cannot argue that. But we've been extremely comfortable in here, and we have every element that you would have in a home, an apartment. Like I said, we've got hot and cold running shower, a flushing toilet, we've got a sink, a stove, an oven, we've got a refrigerator, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got plenty of storage, we've got AC and heat, we've got ventilation, we have a view. This is everything you need. You don't need any more than this. So hey, we've done it. We've certainly done it. We lived in here for about 6 to 7 months, and wow, with no apartment, it saves you a ton of money and very comfortable. Like, so you can take a nap anywhere you are. You can stop, pull over, park, take a nap. It's great. What do you think about it? Let us know. Shoot us a message. See you next time.